Hi, this is Keith with Trading Education and Investing. Today we're going to cover top 10 trading mistakes beginners make in the stock market. Number one, they think it's too easy. Oh, I had a couple winning trades. They're like, I got it all figured out. That's one of the biggest mistakes because what happens is you're doing the right thing at the right time and the market ends up changing, but they're like, no, I have it figured out. You don't have it figured out because you have to adjust to every cycle. The stock market goes up, it goes down, and it goes sideways. So they have to figure out all the different twists and turns of what the market does. So don't think it's too easy and put more time in, educate yourself, and work more on taking losses. Number two mistake they make, they risk money before they even try out their process over enough time. So what happens is they take a process and they have some winning trades when actually they should be testing it for a while with paper trading. So what they do is a simulation so they don't risk their hard-earned money. And so you go over examples over enough samples so you know that it really works. And you look at different market environments to make sure you're doing the right thing and not risking a lot of money so you don't have to go back to a normal job. Or if this is a hobby, you don't want to mess with your hobby. So make sure you put the time in and you learn the right way to trade and not just go crazy right away and lose all your money. Number three mistake is they think a stock is too cheap or too expensive. So you go in the market and they see a stock and all of a sudden it was trading at $70 and now it's trading at $50. So they say, well, it's got to be cheap. I mean, it has to go back up. It used to be 70. Well, that's could be true, but we don't know what could go back because technology is changing so fast. We don't even know what is going to be hot and what's going to be the next sector that takes off. And then all of a sudden you think, oh no, but this is the hot sector. It has to go back up. Okay, that's not the truth. The truth is price is what pays. And then, what else we were talking about was something is too expensive. So you see a stock go from $50 and it's $100, and then all of a sudden you say, well, it's too expensive. It can't go up anymore. We don't know how far it can go. I mean, you have some stocks that go from $50 to $500. So there's no way to predict exactly where the market's going to go. So that's one of the big mistakes is, oh, it's got to be too high. Oh, no, I know what it's going to do. No, there's no way. So stop trying to figure out what it's going to do and learn to just follow what is. Number four top mistake is they think they don't have a loss because they didn't sell it. Well, that's one of the biggest mistakes made is you have a loss. If all of a sudden you're up 1,000 and you're down 1,000, that's a big loss. You think, well, I don't have a loss till I sell it. I had a guy way back in the day that I used to know. And he's like, oh, I've been holding Cisco for 5 years. I don't have a loss. I'm down $10 on it. Well, that's a loss. He's like, no, I don't have a loss. Well, if you close your account or if you sell the stock, you have a loss. You have a loss. You don't want to think that you can just hold on because what happens is that sector never comes back and something replaces it and that stock never goes up and then it goes down even more. So you do have a loss. Don't let that mistake get in the way of your trading because it'll cost you a lot of money. And when you look at it and you look back and you go, wow, I could have been in this other stock that's going straight through the roof. Then you realize you did have a loss. Okay, number five, they think the market can't be forecasted. Yes, most of the time it can't be, but with the right education and the right discipline and patience, it can be forecasted. But why it's forecasted is because you're going with what is. A lot of times people try to predict. You're not trying to predict the market. You're trying to see what the market does. It's like being in a relationship where you always want to be in control. That's not going to work. That's how the market is. It's like a love language. You got to be able to go with the market, not to try to force your opinion. So all of a sudden you see a stock going up and you're going against it, or it's going straight down and you just think, oh, no, I know it's going back up. So make sure you don't have an opinion. Make sure you go for what makes money. Number six, thinking about opinions of others. Thinking, oh, well, this guy knows he used to make money in the market. Well, guess what? His opinion doesn't mean anything, and then it's going to cloud your judgment. All of a sudden, you're listening to his opinion, and then you're second-guessing yourself, or you're second-guessing what the market's doing. And you're like, well, that guy used to make a lot of money. Maybe he did, but maybe he was doing the right thing at the right time. So make sure you don't listen to other people, and that way you have more confidence in your own decisions by not letting other people cloud your judgment. The stock market takes advantage of news because what they do is you have these big institutions, hedge fund managers, these big wealth fund managers. What they do is they use news to manipulate the market. See, they're able to buy the stock cheaper with bad news and they're able to sell at a high profit when there's good news. So when you're in the market, you got to make sure that you don't let news influence you, because it might react totally different. And there's an old saying in the financial markets that goes, buy the rumor and sell the news. And there's a reason for that, because they know that they're manipulating the general public. So whatever you do, make sure that the news reacts to what's going on in the market, not just that it's putting in to set a trap to catch you going the wrong way. So that's one of the biggest mistakes people think. They think that they all of a sudden got it figured out with the news. The 8th biggest mistake traders make as a beginner is that they think that this moment's the same. Every moment is unique in the markets. You think all of a sudden I've got some pattern and it's the same, but it's not the same. Things are so unique every time. We're only playing probabilities. So what you have to do is realize that each moment is unique and not get stuck on holding on to something or holding on to your opinion, and realize the market is there to play games on you, and you need to be able to understand the games and follow what is going on with the price, not what's going on inside your head. And that's one of the big mistakes you really have to watch out for. 9th biggest trading mistake is they pray for it to come back. I'm never going to make that mistake again. So that's one of the big mistakes you see people like just hoping and wishing, and it's one of the big things you got to make sure is that you take your losses right away, because that's what's going to save you, not praying. And the 10th biggest mistake is that they think the harder they work, the better they're going to do. It doesn't work that way in the financial markets. It's not stock market, any of those markets, because it's there to manipulate you and to trick you. So each moment is unique, and you have to make sure you work smart and disciplined and have a lot of patience, because the hard work doesn't always pay off. It's the process. It's how you have a great process and how you use it and how you adjust and adapt to each market. So these are the top 10 trading mistakes. Now what I have with this channel is I'm going to teach you the ways that you can avoid all these big mistakes I made, and how you can get over that pain that I had to suffer, and make sure that you let yourself grow and learn how to trade the right way, and how you can make money in the financial markets, and you can understand how the market works and not just be fooled by all the knowledge out there that isn't always too great. Some guys don't have a lot of experience, some do. There's a lot of great guys out there, but what I want to do with this channel is to lead you down the road in the right direction so you can make money. So make sure you tune in, and I'm going to show you ways that you can even get rid of sometimes FOMO, the fear of missing out, where you don't really have to feel so desperate to take position in the stock market or any other market. Thanks for checking out the video, and make sure you subscribe and like it, and make sure you leave a comment. Even ask me if you think you know more than me. Ask me whatever you want, but make sure you leave comments and I can answer anything. And make sure you subscribe so you can get more updates. I'm going to do 2 videos a week, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks.